EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go here in Baltimore. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Moving to his right. Now he'll run. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. He keeps it himself. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Second down, Jackson. Pass caught left side by Likely.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out wide, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that first down mark, but they're going to mark him just short. So third down coming up. To the air one more time with Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now Jackson, this a design run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
You know, Mike, look, there is no more dynamic quarterback with the ball in his hands than Lamar Jackson, especially on fourth down. So for this defense to be able to come up with that stop, that is a fantastic job.
That's complete to Coleman. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. Sending it downfield for Likely. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. So a big one there to start the drive. 33 yards.
10 at the 50-yard line.
He'll take this down to the 47. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. First down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll try and run the option left. And he pitches it. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Go. You change it. Hey.
On 3rd down, Jackson. To the goal line and in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Steelers 0.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Calvin Austin now from his own end zone. And he'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. One quarter in the books. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Once again, it's Warren. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Mike Breeze in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 30-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Likely, his tight end. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Open man. That's inside the 10. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Easy, right?
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Alpha, sit on.
Jackson gonna keep this one himself. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
180. 180. And it's on. Sit on.
To throw is Jackson. And he's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 4th TD grab of the season. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go. That's Washington, the man in motion. Howard to throw here on first down. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second and goal at the 28-yard line.
Now it's second and 1. From the gun, it's Howard. He'll get that to Jalen Warren. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. That's complete to Smith. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. Now it's going to be third down. Howard back to the air one more time. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's up to punt for Pittsburgh. Derrick Henry inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back. 81 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. They are starting to pour it on here. All phases going at the punt return unit for yet another touchdown.
Some days, Mike, it's just your day, and that's what today is for this team. It just seems everything they're doing, everything they're calling is coming up right. The latest being that punt return to extend this lead. Wow, what a play.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Austin now to return this. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Escaping the danger, throwing, and completed.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Austin now to return this. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Howard. Catch made there. That's Smith. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Howard. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd
and inches. We'll try and run it here with Warren. He will have a Steelers 1st down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Steelers.
Throwing is Howard. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Howard now to throw it here on 2nd down. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Howard. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
They're going on 4th down. Howard. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Howard. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Steelers 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field. Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the 1st half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the 2nd half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. Out to his right. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He's got the tight end. That's Greg Dulcich. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it. It's a big gain down the field.
Peelage forward for maybe a yard. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Moving outside the pocket, and that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Austin to return. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return.
At their own 19-yard line.
To throw it on first down is Howard. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. Flush to his right, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Third down, they need 5. Here's Howard. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll throw for it with Howard. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down. Jackson now to throw on first down. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He was defended by James.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing third down at the moment. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Austin now to return this. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They're going to go play action with Howard. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
Howard to throw again. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again. Howard. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That one intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Ravens take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You. Come on, Don. Shut up.
On first down, right back to Mitchell. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
What is it?
Now, Jackson. Forced to his right. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Design run here with Jackson. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now an option here, left side. And he's into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Extra point try, 4th time. His kick is good. And And the Ravens add on to their already sizable lead.
35. Steelers 3.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Austin now to return this. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Warren. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Now he'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Howard. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 yards on the
13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Steeler first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Steeler first down.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. One broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really in a fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
That one caught. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for two.
The Steelers will line up.
Howard back to the air one more time. And he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12.